Let's start. Let's begin. Burger King flew Billy and his Bronx coworkers to its training center. After returning, Billy told his cousin about his trip. "Boy, was it great. I made tons of money in overtime. We were in training 12 days straight. We worked almost 6 hours a day. We learned how to make 10 new menu items. You'll see them on the menu next month. Everything was free. I had my own private room in the hotel. The food was fantastic. The hotel had 6 different restaurants. I ate all I could eat 3 times a day. I can't wait to go back there again." Jill asked, "Go back where? Where did you go?" He said, "They said you were in Texas." She asked, "They said? When Texas? What's it?" He said, "I don't know. I didn't ever see a city. All I saw were the hotel and the training center." "We need to lose weight." "We need to lose weight," she said. He said, "What do you mean we?" She said, "I mean you and me. I'm 20 pounds overweight and so are you. We have to worry about the diabetes, you know, that happens to people who gain weight and don't exercise." He said, "We got a lot of exercise walking around the city. Remember walking up to Central Park last week?" She said, "Okay, but we only do that about once a month. We should stop eating ice cream, candy, cupcakes." He said, "You forgot pie." "All right, we shall start next month." She laughed. She said, Today is only the first day of the month. Let's start tomorrow." He agreed. He put on his shoes. She asked, "Where are you going?" He said, "Where do you think? I'm going shopping. We need to explosion sweet all night before the supper starts tomorrow." "What's the weather going to be like?" "What's the weather going to be like?" He said. She said there were 20% of chance of rain. 20%? He said. "The last time they said 20%, it didn't rain a drop. I'm not going to take my umbrella. 20% means 0%. She said, "Okay, but the week before that, they said 20% and it actually rained all day." He said, "You're right. They were 50% with their 20%. But I hate to take my umbrella around. Plus, the last time I took it, I forgot it at a restaurant." She said, "Put a rubber band around your finger. That will help you remember the umbrella." He said, "The last time I did it, I forgot the hem of it, and my finger got all puff. I could have lost my finger." She said, "Tie a string around your thumb that reminds you to remove the rubber band." The energy drink. He bought a 6-pack of energy drink. He'd never tried it before. The ads promised 4 hours of energy. He needed to cram for the text next morning. He drank the little bottle. He waited for the energy kick in. Nothing happens. I can't wait all night, he thought. He drank another bottle. That gave me 80 hours of energy. That mean, he thought, that mean he'd be up until 4 a.m. Nothing happens. He drank another bottle. Now I'd be up till 8 a.m. he thought. But that was not good because the test started at 8 a.m. He drank another bottle. He started to study for the test. He couldn't concentrate. His eyes felt like they were crossing. His head felt like it contained a live electric wire. He couldn't study. He couldn't sleep. Somehow he managed to pass the test. No more cramming, he promised himself. The cats and the dogs were talking. The cats and the dogs were talking. The cat said, "Humans treat us better than you. If we turn up our nose at the cat food they serve us, they buy us another brand. If we were asleep, we can sleep on the pillow in our bed," the dog said. "But you must take us out for walks." They threw frisbee for us to catch. They put us in the tub and give us bath, the cat said. "They don't take us out for walks because there is a litter box in the house. If we want to catch something, we catch birds and mice. They don't give us bath because we clean ourselves. And one more thing, they respect our independence. They don't put a chain on our neck and a leash on our chain," the dog said. We'd rather have a leash on our neck than have the kids pulling our tail all time." It's a beautiful summer day in New York City. It's a beautiful summer day in New York City. It's a day made for a walk. John was standing at an intersection near the Brooklyn Bridge. He had driven over the bridge before, but he had never walked over the bridge before. He started walking uphill on the pedestrian path. There were many people walking ahead of him, and there were many people also walking toward him. They were coming from the Brooklyn side of the bridge. A bicycle path was next to the pedestrian path. Some pedestrians were walking on the bike path. A bicyclist approached. He rang his bell. Walkers slowly got off of his way. Walkers slowly got off of his way. He kept ringing his bell. John continued walking uphill. A man was standing next to a large ice chest. He was selling bottled water. $1, ice cold water, he shouted. John wasn't thirsty. He wondered how heavy that ice chest was. A pedestrian path. The pedestrian path and the bike path gradually rose above the cars. John looked down at the cars. He was walking east toward Brooklyn. The eastbound cars below were moving quickly, but the westbound cars coming into New York City were creeping along. There was a traffic jam. John was walking faster than those cars were moving. He was happy to be walking east instead of driving west. A nice breeze made his walking pleasant. He walked past people taking pictures. They would take pictures of the bridge. They would take pictures of the East River. They would take pictures of the building. They would take pictures of one another. A woman asked John to take her picture. And her boyfriend, or was he her husband? He took their pictures. They took it to him. John continued walking uphill. An old man was sitting next to the handrail. He was drawing the bridge, the drawings. Next to the man were about 30 drawings. They were clipped to the fence beneath the handrail. There were drawings of bridges and buildings. There were drawings of people's faces. All the drawings were black and white. John thought they were beautiful. He couldn't believe the price. Each drawing was only $10. They were all about 8 inches by 11 inches. Those are so beautiful, he told the man. The man was sitting on a folding chair. There was another folding chair next to him. Thank you, he said. I'm from Russia. English no good, John said, but your art is very good. Sit, the man said. You. The man pointed at John with his pen. He pointed at the empty chair. You want to draw me? John asked. Sit, the man said. John said he didn't have time. Maybe he would stop in the way back. The drawings too. The man looked at John. Sit, he repeated. John smiled. He waved a goodbye to the man. Maybe I should buy some drawings in my way back, he thought. Maybe that woodman will be famous someday. Maybe my drawings will be worth millions. He could see the Statue of Liberty. It looked so small. There were many ships and boats on the river. Some boats were full of tourists. John hitched the first of the two towers. No. There were many ships and boats on the river. Some boats were full of tourists. They were going to the Statue of Liberty. They were seeking the Manhattan Island. John hitched the first of the two towers. He looked up. It said 1875 on the towers. The vendors were selling t-shirts, CDs, food, and drinks. The people were taking pictures and reading plaques. John admired the towers. He admired the view. Half an hour later, he started walking toward the second tower. What a pleasant time he was having. What a pleasant time everyone was having. A laptop problem. Bill's laptop stopped working. He looked on the phone book under computer repair. He called a repair place near his apartment. Byron answered the phone. Bill said, "My laptop has crashed. Can you retrieve the files? If so, how much will it cost?" Byron said, "I charge $125 for an hour. I can probably retrieve your files in an hour. If I can't, I will call you." The conversation lasted few more minutes. Bill was impressed. Byron was very polite. He seemed friendly. He seemed trustworthy. A little later, Bill took his computer to Byron's office. Byron's wife was his secretary. She was very friendly. All three talked about Bill's computer, weather, Yanks, and the good old days. They are a really nice couple. They are a really nice couple, Bill thought as he left Byron's office. I think I have two new friends. The next morning, Bill called Byron. How it's going? Bill asked. The laptop problem too. It's coming along, said Byron. Your files are a real mess. I have spent 3.5 hours on your computer, but I haven't retrieved everything. Excuse me? Said Bill. What do you mean 3.5 hours? How much money is that? It is $375. Byron said, well, actually, it is $437.50. $437.50? Is this a joke? I can buy a brand new computer with $407.50. You are pulling my legs, right? We agreed to an hour. Then you were supposed to call me. Why didn't you call me? It was late at night, said Byron, and I didn't want to wake you. Look, it sounds like you are upset. I'll take you off the clock right now. I'll retrieve all your files, but just charge you for the first 3.5 hours. I still have about 2 hours to go. You'll be getting those 2 hours for free. That save you $250. How's that for a Jew? Okay, my friend, is that I have made this work in my mind, trying to record it and put it in my heart. It was so good. I need to study much more, but with this material you can make your trying to understand, hearing my voice, hearing my pronunciation, and try to understand what I'm saying, using your knowledge in English to get the comprehension about these histories. You can try, train, practice, rehearse with yourself to see if you can to make it work in your life, in your studies. And I know you do the better. You do your best to understand and working very hard to realize it too, like I am doing, for me to speak English better, faster, fluently, in a good way, for me perhaps to get some money and somehow to get my job, to be employed for one industry, for one company where I can use my English to speak with others, or no, just to get a new job, for me to make money, because it's a good goal, it's a good task, it's a good ability, it's a good gift that you can get in your life. I'm trying to study it faster, in a good way. I'm watching movies, I'm watching cartoons, trying to listen, comprehend, understand, and put it in my mind, for me to realize this dream that I have, to make it come true, to make this dream come true, using the correct words, the perfect pronunciation, trying to remember all words. Some words I have learned, some words I can record, I can remember, like the word forbidden, nasty, other words that I need to try, to practice. I need to improve my vocabulary every day. I have watched movies in the television. I have watched news in the computer about the weathers. I need to get more words about weather, I need to understand what the word forecast means. I'll get it now. I need to get more meanings, more phrases, and I am reading day by day, and I'm getting the knowledge about how to speak some phrases, how to construct some paragraphs, for me to write it better, for me to hear it better, for me to speak it much more easily. In fact, I know I will do it best because I'm studying, trying, I'm working in it. I can speak about hotels, I can speak about countries, I can speak about some place, some sites, some about hospital, about race, about some transports, about a lot of things, but I know it's not enough. There is much more to learn, there is much more to practice, there is much more to get, there's much more to research. I need to achieve it, I need to reach it, for me to be more rich. I got a little difficult in my way to speak because the pronunciation is a little different, but if I use it every day, I know I will make it more easy to speak. You need to speak like American, not to speak like a Brazilian guy, because the American way to speak is a little different. If you want to speak like a Brazilian guy, you will make some mistakes, but if you hear the American guy speaking, you can to speak it better. You can to speak it in a correct way. It don't make you don't make mistake. You won't make mistake. You need to train your brain to think like American. But for you to do that, you need to live in the United States, because you don't get the automatic way to speak, because I am speaking you, but I am talking about me, so I am using you like if it was me, because I'm trying to speak in the first person, but using the third person. Okay, so I am speaking you. So you are not in the United States. You need to practice more. I have to practice more, because I am here in Brazil. I'm here in the States, São Paulo. I'm here in Osasco. So my brain is working like a Brazilian guy. For me to use my English like an American guy, I would like to travel to the United States if I have chance. If I have chance, for me to think just in English. All words in my head, all words in my heart need to be in English. So I'm trying to make my better living here in Brazil. I know you will understand me, but for to starting practicing, it's a good way to, it's a good material to use for you to begin fluently guy in English. Okay, my friend, I will stop it now because I have made a good work today, and I'm keeping studying and keeping my work, my task, because it's my duty, because we are here in this world to learn more, to use our life to make the better for us. Okay, my friend, to make better for us, perhaps to help someone, to help other peoples, other person, other classmates, to learn more English, to study it much more with more material, because we have the needs of more ensues about that, more subjects like that in the internet, for us to use it to practice listening and growing like an English speaker. Okay, my friend, is that for now. I hope you enjoy it.